always nervous about it. Okay, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey everybody, welcome to Chamber Chat. Today I'm excited to have two of my good friends, Nick Moon and Ginger Bogue. Welcome.
Hey, Debbie.
Glad to be here.
Glad to have y'all here. Well, they are the founders of a business called Wellness Ways. And I want them to talk about that today and let us know what it's about, what all they do. I'm a big fan already of this business. Well, I'm a big fan of Nick and Ginger. But just to start off, what is Wellness Ways?
Well, Wellness Ways is an educational organization that was founded with the understanding that everyone along their journey of life comes up with a way that helps them move forward in a well way. And so we want to share that, and we want to bring in experts and teachers from all over that can share tips on all kind of venues, anything from orthodox medicine to traditional medicine, orthodox religion to traditional Christianity.
Okay, that's very interesting. Nick, can you tell me about your background and how you became involved in forming Wellness Ways?
Yeah, Debbie, I worked 31 years for TVA and retired in 2011. And I was degreed in both chemistry and biology, and I worked in the power production part of TVA for those 31 years. And then after retirement, I'd read that when you retire, that's the opportunity that you have, the only opportunity perhaps you have to start figuring out why you're here in the first place, what it's all about, because you grow up and you're going to school so you can get a job, and then you get a job, and then you get a family, have to raise the family, and then you're working to make a living.
Right.
Don't have a lot of time.
Right.
But after you retire, it's an opportune time to start figuring out what it's all about. So I started studying the Bible for the first time in my life. I'd gone to Sunday school all my life, but went right over my head.
Right.
So did a lot of Bible study, just trying to figure out how to study the Bible. So Ginger and I attended classes at Heritage Christian University over in Florence, and it was kind of all about learning how to learn about the Bible. And the key thing that I learned is you can't study the Bible by reading the Bible. You've got to study the cultures, and you got to study the languages and those kind of things to really study the Bible.
Right.
Then I also got into a lot of other aspects of what it's all about in health and wellness areas, and started studying a lot about the simple things as water, hydration, and you hear the fat of the essential oils. So I studied essential oils, and it's funny how all of those things started kind of coming together, and it's all saying the same thing: the Bible, the science of water, the science of essential oils. It all came together, and it seems to me that it's all one message.
Right. That makes sense to me. It really does. It really does. Well, Ginger, can you tell me about your background and how you became involved in Wellness Ways?
Sure. My background was as a nurse. I was a surgical nurse for almost 2 decades. Then I was in healthcare administration, worked in cardiac nursing. In the mid-90s, I went to a healing arts school for 2 years. And for those of you that don't know what a healing arts school is, that's where you study anything that could be healing. It could be color therapy, massage therapy, hydrotherapy. So there were many different venues and avenues that I could go down to expand what I felt my calling has always been, which is to be a nurturer. To me, that's what a nurse is, a nurturer. So it's just looking for other ways that maybe weren't taught in nursing school.
Right.
And it expounded on my massage therapy, because I first learned massage therapy in nursing school. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but we used to teach that in nursing school, and we used to practice that on our patients, because people used to be bedridden for a lot longer than they are now with all the advances in medicine. So all of that led me down the path of learning other healing arts, and then as far as getting into Wellness Ways, I just really felt called for many years now to be a bridge between Orthodox and traditional. And since a little girl, I've always been a peacemaker.
Yeah.
And
Blessed
someone
are
that
the
wanted
peacemakers.
someone that wanted to unite people. And so that's kind of been my driving force, is how can we all not stay separate and divided and concentrate on our differences, but how can we come into unity, communion, have compassion for one another, and learn from one another.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's wonderful. I know that personally, I have just very much benefited from your ministry, so to speak. I guess I have. It was because of these two people largely that I have gone from a 50 cans of diet soft drink a week to, I'm not completely off, but one or two a day, usually, hopefully one a day, but they're the ones that have helped me along that way. And also Ginger has done wonders, for me as I've healed from an injury and whatnot. So I can testify. So please, if you would, share about some of your past events that you've had.
We've been blessed to have some wonderful events. The one we had this past fall was about happiness and different tools for your journey for that. And we had a local storyteller writer that shared the power of healing through rewriting your life story as a healing process. We had a local professional organizer teach about simplifying and how powerful that is in healing, to just clear. We had people talk about music, and that was very powerful.
That was fascinating.
Nick can speak a little bit about music.
Yeah. So I kind of focus on the technical aspects of all of these issues. So if we have a workshop about happiness, I'll find some scientific explanation for some of the things we do. And then in music, we talked a lot about using music to heal, and then the research in that about just how do you tune your instrument. There's lots of choices of what to tune about, and we found that standard tuning is not necessarily the best choice. So that's just an example of some of the things we talk about in that. And we also have a lot of small group studies, Bible studies, just I can't think of anything that we haven't covered.
We did a great book study with a women's group on The Artist's Way, which is a self-discovery program written by Jan Cameron. It's been around for a long time, and that was very successful. So we do have small groups. We have a women's support group that meets weekly for people that are wanting to enrich their lives with personal development, spiritual growth, and be in a safe community. I guess if anything we'd say about Wellness Ways, that our intention is to create a safe space where people can explore and challenge themselves to step out and move closer to their Creator and not just be stuck in a box and afraid to look.
Yeah, that's so exciting. I mean, Ginger's been my go-to a lot of times when I would have a question about something, and like I said, I can testify they do good work. Okay, what about upcoming events? Do y'all have some that are coming up soon?
Yes, well, I want to talk about one we just finished this last week, and that was exciting because we had someone share, another local person that shared about her experience with coloring and how that brought her peace and helped to relieve anxiety and depression. Right. So upcoming we have, you want to talk about the one coming up in April?
In April we have a 3-day conference that we're hosting, and it's a recurring conference that's usually held in Arkansas and Georgia, and we decided to hold it here ourselves so we can expose the community to other messages of spirituality. Right. So it's focused on, we have several different ministers and theologians that will be coming and speaking, and it'll be a lot. It's a lot different than what we're used to hearing, right. but it's resonates with people. So I highly recommend everybody coming out to that. It'll be held at the Comfort Inn and Suites in the conference room there, and it'll be a Friday night, an all-day Saturday, and a half-a-day Sunday session.
Okay. How do people register for that if they would like to come?
They can register on our Facebook page, Wellness Ways. So
Okay.
like us on Facebook, and we also have a website, wellnessways.org, and you can register. And on both those pages, there's an email address and a phone number to call me and get registered. And there's no fee for that conference. So it's a great opportunity to spend 3 days, 3 meaningful days, I think.
Right.
We also take our show on the road too. So we have other small groups around the area that contact us, and we will go to them
Right.
and present a lot of our information.
Right. That's great. That's great.
We have a monthly Healing Arts series that's a workshop from 1 to 5. So if you go on the website, you'll see the upcoming events. And each one of them, we try to have someone speak about something personal, that's happened in their life. And then we have some science. And so we try to touch on body, mind, emotions, and spirit in each one of the workshops. We also have a monthly series that's headed up by Sharon Stevens here in town, who is an essential oils expert, and she has a team of educators, and so we're excited that we've started that monthly series. So watch for that. Every month it'll be a different topic: how to cook with essential oils, clean with them. So it's just a great venue to explore the science of essential oils. One of the things I'm most excited about is Wellspring, which is a spiritual development weekly program that we have, and it's presented by Reverend Dr. Robert Farrell, an interfaith minister here in town.
Okay.
So maybe he could talk sometime.
That would be cool. I'd love to have him on. We're gonna pause for a minute. I have another question or two I'd love to ask, and we appreciate you watching Chamber Chat. We'll be right back. I didn't want to just cut it off there because there's more.
There's more.